Hi guys, it's Ben Scarrett here. Welcome back to another Scarrett Equine video blog. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how we use addiction and numbing as an emotional coping mechanism. And I think it doesn't matter who you are. I think everybody in one way or another has been affected by addiction and numbing in some way. Addiction is such a prevalent thing in society today. There's so many different types of addictions to different things that we can have. And I'm not really going to go into detail, in that way. I don't want to talk about all the different types of addictions. What I want to talk about today is the correlation between addictions and our emotions, and how our emotions often are the cause of us wanting to seek something outside of ourselves, like an addiction, to quell and to soothe the emotions that we're feeling inside, to soothe the pain, to escape that pain. And what is really important, I think, to understand about the relationship between addiction and our emotions is that when we feel that discomfort of that emotional pain for whatever reason, like we had a breakup in a relationship, or someone said something in a certain situation that's brought up some shame or some disappointment or some anger, and we're feeling like we're not very happy with the way we responded, or we're beating ourselves up, we're being hard on ourselves, we don't feel like we're worthy, or whatever it might be. That is often the cause that's causing the effect. So it's our relationship to ourself that needs to change. It's our ability to love ourselves or not that essentially will lead to us wanting to engage in these addictive behaviors. Now, I'm not making addiction right or wrong. Please don't misunderstand me. I'm not putting any labels, and I'm not, there's no judgment on that. I'm just trying to, from my own experience, just to address the relationship between addiction and our emotions, and particularly emotions that we just don't like feeling, like shame, like disappointment, anger, fear, and all those different ones. So again, if we understand that it has a lot to do with our relationship to ourselves, because even when we have a fight with somebody else we're in a relationship with, and even if we don't do something that we think is really in line with who we are as a human being, they're all still things that cause us to relate to who we are as a human being. That still reflects our relationship to ourselves as a human being. And I find that when we are unable to have the courage to face what's going on for us emotionally, that is when we're much more vulnerable and likely to want to seek some sort of external factors to compensate for that, whether it be through an addiction or numbing. Alcohol can be a great way to change your state. You can drink half a bottle of vodka or Bundaberg rum or something like that, and you feel a whole lot better. And you may not even remember what you were worried about or what emotions were going on in the first place. But the issue is, in the long run, what that creates is this cycle of every time I feel this emotional pain, I go and drink alcohol. I need to change my state. And instead of looking for the answers inside of ourselves, through our inner resources and through learning just to be more vulnerable and open as a human being, and to go and pick up a book and learn how to work with our emotions, to understand our emotions. Everybody can be resourceful and do that. Learning how to be vulnerable and to share with somebody that we trust, to share with them what's going on. Because oftentimes I find in my workshops that when people share what they're feeling and how they're feeling about themselves in this presence of somebody that's really holding the space, that can have a huge, transformational effect on them. Massive. Just something as simple as that can be so powerful. So when we can use those resources instead of, trying to, use alcohol or drugs or some form of addiction, then we can shift our inner relationship with those emotions that we don't like feeling. Because by having the addiction, what we're really doing is we're disidentifying from those emotions. We're saying that I don't want to be in the presence of those emotions. But the thing is that those uncomfortable emotions are there for a reason. They're your intuition. They're your inner guidance. They're trying to tell you something. They're screaming at you saying, hey, something you've got to look at here, about your relationship to yourself. And it might be something to do with a belief system that you have that is causing you a lot of emotional pain. And that belief system is something you might just be subscribed to because it came up, it comes from your childhood. It's something that's just unconscious, just running your physiology and taking over your nervous system in interactions with people. So being able to address these belief systems and developing the tools and the strategies and the resources and the emotional courage to look inside and to work on those things is such an important and powerful tool if you want to change not only your relationship to your addiction, but your relationship to yourself and your relationship to the people in your life that mean the most to you. So I hope this has given you a few little insights into how addiction relates to our emotions and how we're feeling. Please like and share, and I want you to share any valid insights that you have in your life about that in your own experience. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks again for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video.